Hi everybody, my name is Johanna Gaudio and I am a school-based occupational therapist with the Millville School District, also known as Miss Jo to some of your kiddos. Today I'm going to show you an activity that can be fun for the whole family and you don't need a whole heck of a lot of stuff to do it. The only things you really need are 10 empty water bottles or soda bottles, something that's around this size with the caps and a ball to roll. It's a DIY bowling game. For this activity, I decided to use some other things to address other skills for the children. You don't necessarily have to do that. The main thing to have are these water bottles and the ball. So you're going to address the fine motor skills of your child, because what you want them to do with these empty water bottles is fill them up about halfway so that they have a little bit of weight to them and they're not just going to tip over. And you want them to do the unscrewing and screwing of the bottle caps. This requires some fine motor skills to do it, and it also is a strengthening activity. If your kid's having too much of a hard time with it, you can assist them, loosen it a little bit to downgrade it, but try to make them as independent as possible. What I did with my water bottles was, when I filled them with the water, added a little bit of food coloring just to make it more fun. You could do that if you have food coloring at home. It's not necessary. I also, to add to the fine motor component of it, I had the child take the bottle caps and draw numbers on them. We know that we need 10 pins. You can have them take the cap off, hold it in one hand, and take a Sharpie and write numbers 1 through 10 on all of these caps and twist them back on. Another thing that I did was put labels on each one. You could have fun with decorating these bottles. You can do anything you want with them, really, but I wanted to address some more skills. So what I did was drew some lines on paper that you can cut off to create new labels on these bottles that you can either tape or glue on. So you could do straight lines, you can do zigzag lines if your child is working on that, curvy lines. If your kid is just starting out with their scissor skills, they can just simply, you can cut this line for them and have them just snip, 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 and then they're gonna wrap it around and tape it onto the bottle. Another thing that you can do to add some more of a challenge for your kids and as well as fun is to take some stickers and decorate the bottles. These were the only ones that I happen to have in my home. They're these little tiny dot stickers. But again, this is like another fine motor activity, having to peel these tiny stickers and place them. I place them here in a pattern on the bottle, but really it could be any stickers that your child is using. Another thing that I forgot to mention is having your child peel these labels off of the bottle is another fine motor activity for them. Have them peel the labels off themselves before they have fun decorating the bottles. So another skill I wanted to address in this activity is handwriting and visual motor skills. So that's your communication between your eyes and your hands. It helps with handwriting and other things. So for mine, I wrote the colors of the water that's in the bottles before taping it onto the bottles. You could also do funny faces. You could draw a picture of a funny face and have your child copy that funny face. You could write the numbers of the bottles on each bottle, have your child copy the word 1, the word 2, the word 3, etc. It could be anything you want, but that's just another way to address other skills during this activity. Another step you can add to this activity is marking out on the floor or on the driveway where the bottles are going to go and having your child match those numbers up. So they're going to have to do a visual search to find where the appropriate number is and place the bottle themselves lined up on those numbers. Another great thing about this activity is once you're done making the bowling pins, you can use them inside or outside and the whole family can play. The last thing I want to say is that bowling is an activity that works on core strength as well. So if your child is working on core strength in occupational therapy or physical therapy, this activity is a fun way to strengthen their core.